Welcome to bonus episode number 6, Construction Nation. This is Sue Dyer, your host of Construction Dream Team, where I interview industry leaders and experts so you can learn about the people side of construction and help build your construction dream team based on OPE, other people's experiences. The shortest way to success is to learn from others who've already been there and done that. So this time, I wanted to share with you a special episode I'm calling IPI Live. I attended the Collaboration 2019 event. It was the 10th annual Conference Expo and Awards for the International Partnering Institute. It was a really great event, and I wanted to share with you the top 10 things I walked away from after attending this event. So number 1, I was in awe of the amount of challenges there is for the U.S. State Department in order to build an embassy or consulate in other places overseas. There is rigorous security requirements. You can imagine if you're in a place that, you have to have security for the people that are sovereign to the United States, but also you have maybe some hostile people who don't want you there. That you must use local labor. So there's a limited number, how many people can be brought over from the United States to actually work on these projects. So one of the first things the team has to do is actually train the labor. So that's can you imagine on your project if you had to do that, what an impact? That there are few local materials or supplies that you can use. Almost all have to come through diplomatic containers. So you can't just go buy or order materials. They have to come on a barge and should be shipped overseas in order for you to build your buildings. And these are not small buildings. Many of these are very large, like 100 million to billions of dollars. These are large projects. And the people that are leading these projects, like Tracy Thomas, who spoke at the International Partnering Institute, she's the Director of Construction Operations for the State Department. They're really, truly on diplomatic missions. These projects become a mission. And these projects make our domestic projects look totally doable. Can you imagine the complexity that they have to deal with? Quite perspective difference in the way that they have to approach their projects versus a domestic project here in the United States. Number 2, the new ACRP Collaborative Partnering Research. So the Airport Cooperative Research Program funded research, and this research is funded to assist the aviation industry. And right now, there is around $100 billion worth of construction going on with airports. So there's a lot of construction going on. This research focused on aviation projects. And the new research report that's just out shows that collaborative partnering can yield a 10% cost savings, along with other benefits. This new ACRP report also includes a partnering guidebook on how to implement collaborative partnering to achieve maximum results. And if you listen to episode number 32, where I interview Sanim Malagu, the primary research from Michigan State, that drops on July 8th. And if it's past that now, you can go ahead and listen to that. So she talks a lot about this research and their approach and how it came to be. Number 3, lean and collaborative partnering. The Lean Construction Institute was there, and there's beginning to be a bit of a marriage happening between the International Partnering Institute and LCI, or I think there's the hope that might happen. It was really great to have Lean Construction at the IPI and to learn from both of them how we might begin to deliver projects so that they're really great using both lean tools and collaborative partnering tools. I learned it's really a great deal from the lean experts, and that they have a lot of tools that they implement, and that in order for them to really implement them well, it takes the collaborative culture and buy-in. So I think there's a lot of things to be talked about between the two organizations. And I also am excited to see what happens over the next few years to see how this might come together to help project teams. We also had a keynote speaker at this conference that was just great. Her name was Christian Scrogan, and she shared research, the differences between the generations and why millennials are a challenge in the workplace. Christian is just a fabulous speaker. It was great. And she had people rolling with laughter, and me included. She will be on episode 34, and that will drop on August 5th. So you will not want to miss it because she is really, really great. Number 5, young professionals. Christian Scroggins let us know that we really need to figure out how to work with our millennials because there's 80 million of them in the United States, and they will remain the largest number of people alive for the next 50 years. So it was even more fitting that IPI developed a young professionals group. These teams selected a barrier to partnering from the IPI research. And the young professionals groups then went around and interviewed many of the people who were in attendance to come up with a proposed way to overcome the barrier that they had selected. Then each team presented their idea as a competition, and it was totally awesome. If you are under 35, get involved in the IPI Young Professionals group. I can't tell you how worthwhile it will be. I think that it will be a phenomenal thing, and watch for more things to happen with the Young Professional group over the years. Number 6, chats in the hallways. Have you ever just noticed that seeing old friends and getting caught up and figuring out what's changed, what's new on the horizon? This is such an important part of every conference, getting to share your ideas with others and also making new friends. There were so many new people there from so many different countries and different places this time. It was just a wonderful place to learn from each other, about each other, and what's happening all over the world. It was just really, really great. I just think the hallway talks are one of the best things that happen at a conference. Number 7, learning from each other and the spirit of camaraderie. You would expect that an organization that's based on collaboration would be friendly, and it was. But the atmosphere that happens at this conference, the people are just so open and excited about what they're learning and what they're doing, and they're open and willing to share with each other. It really is about what is possible, and it's so very cool to see. So that was one of my 7th favorite thing. Number 8 was watching the teams be honored with the Partnered Project of the Year awards. There was 19 projects or programs from all over America, Canada, and Australia that won awards or recognition this year. And these awards, I'm telling you, are not easy to get. The judges really adhere to a very strict standard so that these teams should be absolutely very proud of their accomplishments. Congratulations to all the teams that won and were recognized for their excellent jobs on their projects. I also loved standing with one of my projects that won an award, and so I really congratulate all the award winners, and it was so nice to stand up there and be recognized with one of my projects. Number 9, watching Jeannie Cuddle receive the International Partnering Institute Chairman's Award for her partnering leadership at the California Department of Water Resources. It was just a great thing. She was very surprised, and she has really been an industry leader and done quite a lot to help the industry in the water sector to become more collaborative, and she's developed a new full partnering program. And if you want to learn more about that, she's on episode 30 that's dropping on July 8th. So check that out. And number 10, my 10th thing, was being totally shocked and humbled by being recognized as a visionary and groundbreaker in the industry. I was really touched by the words that some of you said, and I was really, really touched by the award. And I thank you so much. And thanks to the International Partnering Institute for such an honor. I really feel blessed. It was a wonderful 10th year, and there was a lot to learn and celebrate at this conference. Here are some of what others have said as they walked away at the end of Collaboration 2019. Hi, so we are on the street today at International Partnering Institute's Collaboration 2019, and we have a wonderful person who has decided to come all the way to this conference. Let's find out what they are thinking today. What is it that you have learned that you think is most important to you? And first, introduce yourself, please.
My name is Larry Jackson. I'm an urban planner, transportation planner. What I like the most about this function is the camaraderie and the sharing of information, of ways to sort of collaborate projects more efficiently and work together as a team. And people here are sharing their real-world experiences, their best-case scenarios and worst-case scenarios, and things to avoid and things to encourage within your teams.
That sounds great, and we thank you so much for coming and for sharing. Okay, so we're here at IPI, and we have with us
Sean Greystone.
From?
Project Leadership and Delivery, and I'm an owner's representative. And I'm a practitioner of lean construction methodologies.
So Sean, what are you walking away with at the end here of Collaboration 2019?
A gigantic question about why lean construction and structured collaborative partnering have not been working together for the last 15 to 20 years. Why are we not closer together? Why are we not augmenting each other's work? Because we're clearly on parallel tracks. We both represent a shift in the paradigm of current American construction practices. And I believe real strongly it would behoove all of us to find out what is joint in our agendas and how we can best complement and augment each other as we go forward. Because the world of construction is changing. And I believe that just like Lean Construction and the Lean Construction Institute, it appears that the IPI is also on the leading edge of change in construction in the United States, and we all know that that is a long overdue need.
Okay, we're here at IPI, and with me is
Gregory Grabowski.
And what do you do, Greg?
I'm a partnering facilitator.
And what are you walking away with today at the end of Collaboration 2019?
Seeing the best tools and processes that all of my fellow colleague facilitators are using in the industry. I've been writing notes in every single presentation, trying to share the best. I've also, in the spirit of collaboration, been introducing my clients to my fellow facilitators so that everybody can benefit from all of the great work that we're all doing all over the country and, in fact, the world.
Wonderful, thank you. By the way, what company are you from?
GCC and Associates out of Southern California.
And how can people get a hold of you?
www.grabowskicc.com. Looking forward to working with you.
Okay, we're here at IPI, and with me is...
This is Brad White with Gensler, Project Manager.
And Brad, what are you walking away with as a result of the Collaboration 2019 conference?
Well, in addition to the relationships and the people, I actually found this year that the topics were quite engaging, and I found myself actually asking questions, which doesn't usually happen. So, I think I'm going to be walking away with a little bit more knowledge and some of the specifics around IPI and around partnering. Again, hope to continue to develop relationships with people in the industry.
Okay, we're here at IPI, and with me is...
Mary Alice Avila with Avalon Sidon.
And Mary Alice, what are you walking away with after the end of this Collaboration 2019 event?
Well, having never really partnered a job, I'm actually walking away with a better understanding of how partnering works.
Well, that sounds pretty cool. Awesome. Okay, we're at IPI, and with me is...
Stuart Seiden of Avalon Seiden Architects.
And Stuart, what are you walking away with at the end of Collaboration 2019?
I'm walking away with new partnering skills as well as new friends and cohorts who do partnering and seeing the different ways that they do it.
Great. Okay, we're at IPI, and with me is...
Kevin Soylan. Campbell Grading.
And what are you walking away with from this conference?
Collaboration is important, and hopefully an award.
I think you're going to get it. We're at IPI, and we are with...
Wayne Campbell with WebCore Builders.
And Wayne, what are you walking away at the end of the Collaboration 2019?
That the most important thing on any partnership or collaboration is trust. You have to establish it beyond all teams, all members. You need to find ways of communicating and establishing that trust to create a high-performing team. Right people on the bus with the right and trust. Sorry.
We're good.
All right. Thank you. There's an...
Okay, we're at IPI, and with me is...
Devin Poor.
And what do you do?
I work for Caltrans. I'm the partnering program manager for the Division of Construction.
And what are you walking away with at the end of Collaboration 2019?
I'm walking away with a lot of knowledge, a lot of information, but I think more than anything, especially after the last speaker, is a better sense of myself and my place, especially moving forward, and this all these common practices and principles that we've had for years, and how we can continue to evolve them, change them with all the generational shifts that we're seeing, and really just improve this process even more, and make it more beneficial for anybody involved.
Okay, we're at IPI, and with me is...
Aaron Rambo with WSP.
And Aaron, what are you walking away with today at the end of Collaboration 2019?
I'm walking away with a great experience with the Young Professionals group, and looking forward to continuing that involvement for the next year.
We're at IPI, and with me is...
Paul Crotty with Ventura Consulting Group.
And Paul, what are you walking away with today at the end of Collaboration 2019?
Walking away with a better understanding of how technology plays a role in collaboration. As a partnering facilitator, I work on the human side, the people side, but the technology piece provides a structure to be able to support that. But the big question is, how do you actually implementation of technology into a project? Because it's going to take time, it's going to take effort, it's going to take commitment, and someone to champion it. So that's the big question, is how do you be able to do that? But it provides a great structure and support for teams to be able to support collaboration on a go-forward basis on projects.
We're at IPI, and with me is...
Jim Pappas with Hensel Phelps.
And Jim, what are you walking away with today at the end of Collaboration 2019?
Thank you, Sue. I am walking away with the amount of potential that exists. We had a great conference with great speakers, great sessions to go over. At the same time, there is so much left on the table. So next year, please get involved. The amount of information and connections that can be made cannot be overstated. Please be here next year, because there is so much to take away. We'd love to see this thing get bigger and bigger, because it does make a difference in the industry.
Perfect. Hi, we're at IPI, and with me is...
Judy Ross from Mineta San Jose International Airport.
And Judy, what are you walking away with today as the end of Collaboration 2019?
Well, partner your project for your project success.
Good words. Construction Nation, thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, dream teams don't just happen, they are built one step at a time. Construction Dream Team allows you to tap into the collective wisdom of the industry so you can accelerate your success. And remember, conferences are a great way to learn and grow and see different perspectives and learn from one another. So make it a point to go to a conference or two this year. There's amazing things that happen there. And let me know what you've learned when you've gone to your next conference. I'd love to hear from you. Have a great day. Remember, Construction Dream Team will drop every Monday at 4 a.m. Pacific Time. So please join me next time when I will interview an industry leader or expert so that you can begin to learn how to create your construction dream team. Catch you then. Bye.